Hello, children. Namaste to all of you. So, enjoyed your holidays, children. 3 days holidays you have got. So, let us continue with our studies. Let us get back to our studies. Children, I have already completed 2 chapters, that is, your chapter number 1 and chapter number 4 for your syllabus. Now, these 2 chapters are to be assessed through the theoretical questions as well as the map questions, and we have done both of them in these 2 chapters. Now, the chapter number 3 is to be assessed only through map work. So, today we will do the map work. You have been given 8 multi-purpose projects or dams to locate, and these are Salal, Bhakra Nangal, Tehri, Rana Pratap Sagar, Sardar Sarovar project, Tungabhadra project, Nagarjun Sagar project, and Hirakud project. Now, out of these projects, children, the 2 projects which are very common are Bhakra Nangal project and Hirakud project. Now, these 2 projects are frequently given in your board exam. Now, what we will do, first we will locate the dams, and the index will also have the names of the states. Now, why this is important? The names of the states are important because in the examination you will get the political map. So, your states must be correct. This is very important in class 10, children. This thing you must pay attention, that in any case your states must not go wrong. Children, first we will do the keynote. We will write the index or the keynote, and in this keynote, children, one thing is important. We will also mention the name of the state along with the dam. Now, why I have said name of the state? Because in the class 10th board exam you will get a political map. Now, in this political map, children, there must be accuracy regarding the location of the state, because some of the states are dams are located very close to the border, state border. So here you have to be careful. So the keynote that I have prepared, or the index that I have prepared, will have the name of the dam along with the name of the state. Now, first one is Salal. Salal is in Jammu and Kashmir. Second one, Bhakra Nangal, which is in Himachal Pradesh. Now, here one thing is important, children. Bhakra Nangal constitutes 2 dams. One is Bhakra, the other is Nangal. Bhakra is located in Himachal Pradesh, whereas Nangal is located in Punjab. But we will show only Himachal Pradesh, and it is quite close to Punjab border. We will show only our Himachal Pradesh because the name is Bhakra Nangal. So Bhakra is important here. Then comes number 3, Tehri. Now, in Tehri, children, it is located in Uttarakhand, and you will be surprised, children. This Tehri dam on the Bhagirathi river is the highest dam not only of India but also of the world. Tehri dam is in Uttarakhand in Bhagirathi river. It's constructed on the Bhagirathi river. Number 4, Rana Pratap Sagar. Now, Rana Pratap Sagar is a dam on the Chambal river in Rajasthan. It is very close to Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan border, and it is also very close to the power plant, nuclear power plant, that is Rawat Bhata, located in Rajasthan. When we do the mineral chapter, we will come across the nuclear power plant Rawat Bhata in Rajasthan. It is very close to that, and it's on the Chambal river. Now next we have number 5 as Sardar Sarovar project. So you all know, children, the highest statue of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is there. So it is on the Narmada river in Gujarat. Now this one, Sardar Sarovar project, is the largest dam of our country. I have said largest. Okay, it's still under construction. Number 6 is the Tungabhadra project, which is on river Tungabhadra, and Tungabhadra is a tributary of river Krishna. So this Tungabhadra project is in Karnataka. Number 7 is Nagarjun Sagar project. Now Nagarjun Sagar project is on the Krishna river itself, and it lies on the border between Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So it is on the borderline, state borderline between Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Number 8 is Hirakud project. Hirakud project is in Orissa. Now among this all these dams, so far I have seen that the commonest dams that are given in the examination is Hirakud Dam and Bhakra Nangal Dam, but that does not mean that we will not do the other dams. So we will do all these 8 dams. You all can see, children, that I have given the heading as multi-purpose projects or dams in India. Okay, you will write the heading as multi-purpose projects or dams in India. It is related to our chapter 3, water resources. Now coming to the index, though I have described very well that where each of the dams are lying, but you must see the numbering. Number 1 is Salal, which is in Jammu and Kashmir. Number 2, Bhakra Nangal, which is in Himachal Pradesh. Number 3, Tehri, Uttarakhand. Number 4, Rana Pratap Sagar in Rajasthan. Number 5, Sardar Sarovar project in Gujarat. Number 6, Tungabhadra project in Karnataka. Number 7, Nagarjun Sagar is lying at the border of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So I have written border of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Number 8 is Hirakud in Orissa. So from 1 to 8, only these 8 dams are there in your syllabus this year, children. So be ready with pencil and scale. Scale is important because we will be locating very accurately. Okay. Now children, starting with the number 1, that is Salal. Salal is very close to the border between India and Pakistan. There is a V-shaped bend here, a small V-shaped bend. So close to that we have this Salal. Now coming to the next one, that is number 2, Bhakra Nangal. For locating Bhakra Nangal, we will draw a straight line from, not from this bend, but little bit away from this bend, that is left of this bend. So you will use a scale and draw a straight line in this way. Now as this is located in Himachal Pradesh, so one line from here, the second line will be from this bend. Okay, this bend, keep in mind this bend. So where both of them are meeting, I have said it is this Nangal is in Punjab and this Bhakra is in Himachal Pradesh. It is very close to this borderline. You can check with your NCERT book, children. And so this one, number 2, is here. One line from this part, left of this bend, and another line from this part. Okay, so this is our number 2. Now next one, number 3. Number 3 is Tehri. Now for Tehri children, one line we will take from this bend of Nepal. See, Nepal's border lies in this way. So from this point we will draw a line here, straight line in this way. The other line we will take not directly from the middle, but just little bit away. Just you can say just 0.2 centimeters away from this bend, and we will draw a straight line in this way, and the other straight line is in this way, and so we have got the point of Tehri Dam. Tehri is on the Bhagirathi river. So you must have heard, last year you have studied that Bhagirathi is one of the main channel that has given birth to the Ganga. Bhagirathi and Alaknanda both together form the Ganga. So Bhagirathi is the main channel. So we have the Tehri Dam here. Okay. Now next one is our Rana Pratap Sagar in Rajasthan. Now for this Rana Pratap Sagar, we will take from this point just above your Gujarat border. Here your Gujarat border starts, so just little bit above our Gujarat border, and another line we will take from this point. So here the Jammu Kashmir border ends, then there is a small V-shaped bend. So from this bend, so when we are taking it from this bend, and this line is coming here, this line, our Rajasthan, from Rajasthan it will come here. So the meeting point is just above our Madhya Pradesh border. So it is very close to Madhya Pradesh border, just as I had said, and very close to Rawat Bhata nuclear power plant. So here we have the fourth one, that is the Rana Pratap Sagar, which is on the Chambal river. Now children, next one, number 5, is our Sardar Sarovar project. Now this one, can you identify this little bit small V-shaped bend here? River Narmada flows in this way. So it is on the river Narmada, just little bit away, just 0.2 centimeters away from the main bend, and this is our Sardar Sarovar project. It is in Gujarat. Now the next one, that is our Tungabhadra project. The Tungabhadra project is in this Tungabhadra dam is located here in Karnataka. Tungabhadra is a tributary of river Krishna. Now what we will do for locating this Tungabhadra, we are having this W-shaped bend. Now where this W-shaped bend is taking a turning here, just here at the turning, at the top part of the turning, we will draw a line in this way, close to the Karnataka border, not much far away from the Karnataka border. If you just measure it, you will find just 0.2 inches. So one line from here, the other line we will take from the bottom where this Kerala boundary is starting. This Kerala boundary is starting here. So from this point we will draw the straight line. So from here, just little bit inside the border of Karnataka, just little bit distance, and from here we will draw the straight line, that is from where this Kerala border is starting, state border is starting. From there we will draw a straight line, and the intersection point here is our Tungabhadra dam. It is a very important dam of the Krishna river, built on river Tungabhadra. Our next one is Nagarjun Sagar. Now Nagarjun Sagar Dam is located on the Krishna river itself, but it is lying on the border between Andhra Pradesh and this Telangana border. It is a dam, important dam, Nagarjun Sagar Dam. So for this, children, we will take this W-shaped bend. From this part of W-shaped bend, we will draw a line in this way, and then what we will do, we will draw a straight line from this point. Now from where this stomach of Tamil Nadu is just ending, from that point we will draw this straight line very close to our coastline. Very close to our coastline, we will draw it in this way, and here we will draw it in this way. So this point of intersection from here till here and from here till here. So this point of intersection will give the exact location of our Nagarjun Sagar Dam. It's on the border. I am repeating, children, repeatedly. The states are important. Why this is important in your examination? The accuracy of the state is very important. If it is just little bit away from the main location, but the state is correct, the examiner or the head examiner allows you to get marks. But it must not be in some different state. So I am repeatedly pressing on the state, and that's why I have given the name of the states also along with the location of the dam. This thing must be maintained by your children. It is very important. Now the last one is Hirakud. Hirakud is a very important one. So for Hirakud, we will take one line from the upper part of this bend. I think you all can identify this bend. So from the upper part of this bend, we will take one line, and here in this stretch, children, roughly from the middle, we can say in between this Chilka Lake and this northern part of W-shaped bend, roughly from the middle. So one line from here, the other line is from here, and if we join it like one line from this point, the other line will be from this point. So both together, if you join, then you will, the intersection point will be Hirakud Dam. So two dams, Hirakud and Bhakra Nangal, is repeatedly given in the board exam, sometimes alternatingly. They are given 1 year Bhakra Nangal, another year Hirakud. These two dams are most important among all of them. So children, this thing must be done along with the name of the states. This is very important for you. So children, with this map, we have completed whatever map work is there in your first terminal or the half yearly examination. So the first map was related to the soil map. That soil map is for identification. That identification means it will be given on the map. It will be drawn on the map, and you will simply have to write the name of the soil. So this was the only map from the first chapter. From the third chapter, we are having this dams map, and from your chapter of agriculture, we have to do the map work related to different crops, the largest producing states of different crops, which I have given you the list and you have already done it. So all this must be completed, children, for the map work of your half yearly examination. And after that, the second half of your syllabus contains again one chapter where there is only map work, and there are two more chapters where both the theory portion and the map work portion is included. So far children, you all complete this map work, and your continue practicing the map work. It's not that the work is completed and you all just shut your notebook, close your notebook. So this must not be there, because it is very easy to fetch marks in map work. 3 marks are there, and this map works are so easy, you cannot afford to lose your marks children here. So thank you children, have a nice day.